Hello everyone, SR Eldridge here with the final TJ Publishing Center published book by Sharon Eldridge called A Small Adventure. Featuring the return of illustrator Clara Yim, thank God, because Junior Dragnet was kind of rough. All right, this is a very, very thin book. Yes, very thin. Oh, but I think a lot happens in it. We'll see. Probably more page turning difficulty. I won't bother to read it. I'll show it to you. The beginnings of books are rarely repetitive, as you may notice. Ooh, clever illustration by Ms. Clara Yim. You can see there's a little M, a little S, a little M, big AL, and then a little L after that. Magnifying glass on the word small. Brilliant. This is dedicated to Kristen Reich. Some of you may know her, or your parents know her. Published by Thomas Jefferson Publishing Center, 1987. Big year. Chapter 1. One day, my friend Kristen and I went to Professor Ballard's laboratory to study for a science project. He was going to help us. "Hi," we said when we arrived. "Glad you could come," he said. We started to work. An hour and a half later, we took a break. Kristen and I wandered around the lab. We saw a bottle labeled B1D3, the little subscripts, like chemistry subscripts. We had no idea what it meant. I opened it and sniffed. It smelled terrible. There's different chemicals on the table. "Let me see it," cried Kristen. She sniffed. "Ew," she said, and dropped it. We gasped. It oozed down the floor. It was getting closer. We stepped back, but it was too late. It was a shrinking potion. It was supposed to make you shrink if it touched any part of you. It seeped through our shoes. It felt weird. I felt myself getting smaller. I screamed, "Help!" But it just turned into a squeak. We stopped shrinking. We were now 3.5 inches tall. Just then the professor's cat walked in. I think it saw us because it was running toward us. We ran and hid under the couch. It was trying to fit under the couch to get us, but so far it wasn't succeeding. There's a little mini Kristen under the couch. No cat yet on the scene. Chapter 2. Finally, the cat gave up. It gave us a look and walked off. We got out from under the couch. Our hearts were beating fast because of what just happened. We walked around the room looking for the professor. When we found him, he was walking around calling our names. "Over here!" we yelled at the top of our lungs. There we go, this way. There's the professor. And there's this. It's little dust bunnies. Invisible. I think he heard us. He looked around and spotted us. Well, nearly invisible. "Oh no," he groaned. He looked around again and saw the shrinking potion all over the floor. "I'll talk to you two later," he said. "Right now we have to get you back to normal." He bent down and picked us up. He carried us to a big machine. It had 4 seats inside. He opened the door to the machine and set us on them. He turned a switch on the outside. The machine began to move. Something happened, and the next thing I knew, I was my regular size. So was Kristen. The professor opened the door for us, and we stepped out. Well, there we are. Oh, baked and ready to come out, I guess. He took us over to the couch, and we sat down. He started to tell us about how dangerous it was to open the bottle and what could have happened. We said we were really sorry, and he said it was okay, but to never do it again. Dangerous chemicals to be avoided. Chapter 3. We went back to work. In an hour, our project was finished. We thanked him for everything and left. That was the last time we would ever open something labeled B1D3 again. June 1987. comments. 1 comment each. Make them small. Those are my instructions to people. I really liked it. Chris. I don't know which Chris that was. Chris Marcy. Was there another Chris? My TJ alums will know. Chris. Some Chris's came and went in our class. It was a good book. I don't know who said that. Last about the author. Sharon Eldridge is 9 years old and is in the 4th grade. She is in Mrs. Kelly's class. Shout out to Mrs. Mary Kelly. Sharon lives with her parents and has always gone to Falls Church schools. There are 2 different Falls churches, but yes, that's true. They came here from Ithaca, New York about 7 years ago. She likes to write stories about people, read about girls her own age, and she likes to swim. That is going to be it, I think. Yep. All right. That's the end. I want to show you something really quick. I don't know if I can turn this around. For these last couple stories, you guys have had a fellow invisible audience member. I just want to show him to you. That's Mr. Levi Stubbs. He's been listening. His eyes have been somewhere else, but he's been here listening with you. Just wanted to share that. Okay. That was the last one of my TJ published stories, but there will be at least one more story coming. Okay. Bye, y'all.